It's taken me too long to update. I'll admit that. There have been so many times I've written more note cards, but it was outdated when I did it the first time, and it's been almost 6 years since I did that. Um, Living in Colorado, my allergy was a constant issue. I mean, I even emailed my senator, and they were just like, we don't have the police resources. Well, then why make that your law? You're embarrassing yourself. But, okay. But now I live in another state. I live in a state where it's only med. And you want to know what happens if someone's doing it on the highway? I can't even tell you because it never comes up. So I'm assuming they get in trouble, or maybe people just respect the law for once. It's amazing. I I will always miss that when I wore my mask in public, that people would trip over themselves, assuming me to be contagious with something wild. I miss that bubble that gave me. But if that's the worst thing I'm missing, things are so great. Just leave. You can just leave. I haven't kept up with the scientific literature because why would I? Because you can literally just leave. It's usually cheaper places where you don't have to worry about this sort of allergen. You can just leave. So I should have updated way sooner, sure, but just leave. It takes nothing. It's probably cheaper than where you live. Just leave. You can be okay. You don't have to live the way that I was living in my pet's video that people still keep commenting on, but I almost never see because I kind of, I guess, I tagged out around the time when it was safe for me to not care anymore. You can just go. I live somewhere where it's rec, or well, it's not rec, it's med, but not rec. And you can just leave. And it's so amazing. Just go. I mean, I feel like this is like the most disappointing update anyone's ever received, but dude, you can just leave and you can be safe. I Everyone deserves to be safe. I went from messaging like different people doing studies like, hey, do you want my blood? You can have some blood. And never being messaged back to the worst thing that happens if I put my mask on in public is they think I'm being political. So if they think I'm being political, how often do I actually need it? Almost never. I've had EpiPens expire. It's so great. So if you've been watching my first video and wondering about an update, just leave. You can go anywhere else and you'll be so much better off. I'm sorry it took me so long to film this. I shouldn't spend so long trying to figure out how to phrase this on note cards. It was outdated the first time. But seriously, you can just go and you can be safe. And it's so great. And I want that for you. And I want that for anyone you know who might need to hear it. Just go. My name isn't even Maddie anymore. But that doesn't matter because I'm safe. And it has nothing to do with my allergy, but it can be okay. You just need to find a new place. I promise you can find a new place and you'll be okay. I promise. Thanks for putting up with me.